So we handed that quest in, and then now he wants us to go to the Oracle Glade, which is the Harpy area. But yeah, I'll probably cut out a lot of the fishing, but I enjoy doing it. It's fun for me, and getting my cooking up would be really, really handy. Just being able to get extra stamina would be super huge. And we can always get fish, and there's Murloc eye soup and all this kind of stuff. Really strong for leveling, I think. Especially as a warrior. I guess we're getting pretty close to where I think I should decide on what I want to do for my talents. I haven't taken a look at the talent tree, so let's just do that right now. I am a big fan of improved rend. Like a huge fan of improved rend. I think rend is so good, and I think you should be using it when you're leveling. Now, I do want to check to make sure it scales properly. So let's say I'm level 40. Am I still pressing rend? When is rend? Rend is at 40, and it does 98 damage. Heroic Strike does 80 damage. And Heroic Strike costs more than rend and eats up an auto attack. So it's actually just way worse than rend. However, rend does start taking 21 seconds, which is a long time. And I would say average combat time around 40 is like 18 seconds. So this, you know, here we're going to be using gray weapons and just random armor. So we're probably looking at rend being really, really good. On top of that, rend is also independent from your weapons and everything else. It just does damage. So rend doing 35% more damage. What seems to be really strong. Because level 40, it's hitting for 100. So hit for 135. Seems pretty good. So we definitely want to pick up improved rend. I do 100% want to pick up attack mastery. I'm a big proponent of pressing revenge on cooldown, pressing overpower on cooldown. Obviously you have a priority system of when to press it, and sometimes you want to spend rage before you stance and all that, but you definitely want to be swapping and hitting buttons. Even if it's not a big increase, it's a lot more fun. And it provides you with a lot of utility that you can use. Damn, these mobs fucking crank. Ow. Oh, another healing potion. That'll probably come in handy. We're definitely picking up improved rend. Now, let's see. Do we want to pick up improved heroic strike for 2 points instead of 2% parry? Is it worth the 2 rage? It's a little hard to tell. So that means every 7 heroic strikes we get 1 free heroic strike. 2% parry is every 50 moves I don't take damage. Both of them are pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. Both of those sound actually terrible. So, what it might be better to do... I don't have a bow to pull these, so I'm gonna have to face pull them. There we go. I might just take the parry and say, okay, both of these are terrible. Getting a reduction in heroic strike sucks. Taking the parry also sucks. But parry will save my life, and most likely the heroic strike reduction will not. These mobs are going to fuck me up. Holy, they do so much damage. Got enough time to get like 3 runs off. Goddamn. Bonk. Another healing potion. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need those, huh? Well, we'll try to be safe here. Don't want to take too many risks, and let's just kill as many harpies, or as little harpies as we need. I do want to do the escort as well, which might be a little difficult. I'm definitely gonna have to melee kite these mobs, for sure. Ooh, loose chain boots. Thank you. I needed those. There's a druid. I don't know if he killed the rare spawn, but I would like to kill the rare spawn if I can. Not too worried about it either way, but it'd be nice. Okay, let's pull the Sorceress. This one's gonna crank. This might be somewhere where we want to pop a food buff, to be honest. I'm actually gonna re-rend this mob. Just keeping a lookout for patrols. Re-rend one more time. Yeah, these are gonna clap. Me missing is also just really fucking bad. Okay. God damn. We eat. Hit him with a slash wave. Yeah, I don't know where the rare spawn went. Hopefully they're not dead. But if they're dead, they're dead. It is what it is. We get a buff. Thanks. Not having a single belt drop has also been just super cursed. Well, she's not that there. Some jerky. There she is. 156, 160, 176. So she actually has low health compared to all the other mobs. I'll wait for her to pat here. Thorns is actually... the thorns they gave me is going to be huge. I could right-click it off, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. I will take that. Thank you. Okay, definitely melee kiting this mob for surezies. But yeah, the armor buff and the thorns buff, very nice and appreciated. Can't cast spells, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, thorns is like an extra rend almost. Oh, look at all the stuff we just got. So we got these bracers we're gonna put on, which is a downgrade. And we got these boots that we're gonna put on that are also a downgrade. Someone needs to remind me why I killed this mob again. That was not very helpful. Alright, let's go start clearing towards the escort. But like I was saying, probably take the parry. So 3 in a rend, 2 in a parry. From there, 5 in attack mastery. I definitely want to retain rage, and I want to pick up anger management. It helps me pull rage from one fight to the next. And, you know, it gives you 1 rage every 3 seconds. That's how it's covered in the game. So, not going to complain about that. More rage is always good. I can go 3 in attack mastery. And these mobs are tougher. 208 health. Fuck, man. Okay, I'll do my best. Let's see what happens, shall we? If it looks sketchy, we can dip. Might be a food buff angle. Is this a stun? Wow, okay. That's okay. Might be a food buff angle. Actually, it's definitely a food buff angle. Let's food buff up. Yeah, it might be a world where I go 3 attack mass, 2 charge. But being able to take 25 rage is really good because later Mortal Strike's 30 rage. So I want to be able to, let's say, I go in a defensive stance to press revenge, and then I hit something really hard, I crit. I get 30 rage. I have to swap back. I want to retain that rage. I also don't want to be worried too much about how much how much rage I'm holding on to. I want to be able to just swap to press revenge, swap to overpower, swap to whatever. They have a healing wave, alright. Well, she's out of mana. So, let's see how this goes. I can always bandage if I need to. This is like giga sketchy, by the way. But can I land a hamster, please? Thank you. It is giga sketchy. She might heal. I should chase her. I'm gonna hit her for a heroic strike so I don't miss. Yeah, I should have thought about the heal. Yeah, this is pretty sketch, but picking up mist here is such a good XP value. We're killing for the feathers anyway. If I play really safe, this is fine, right? But I don't pull anything else when I charge this. Okay, I pulled something else when I charge. That's fine. Let's just reset. I think if I keep hitting this one mob, then the other one resets. Yeah, okay. Glad I remember that. I wasn't sure exactly how that worked. We're actually crushing this mob, though. God damn. Alright. Not bad. Blow this one up. Fire wand. The one thing we can't use. Wands. There's a chest here, too, which I'm sure will give me wonderful things that I definitely want to be using. Free rend. Gust of wind. We're going to get very far. Oh, I can actually range it. It's good to know. There's a hunter here. Okay, it's fine. You know, I won't decline any help. If they grab mist, it'd be kind of annoying, but I can wait around for the second mist to spawn. I want to get my battle shout back up. Can't take your group, unfortunately. Just go take her. I'll figure it out. Don't want to risk anything by running ahead and trying to snipe her. It is what it is. Hard to sell self-found, right? Okay. They left the chest for me, so that's nice. And hopefully there's something nice in here. I'll have to make sure to keep this area clear. Otherwise we're gonna have a bit of a problem. Cracked sledge. Two-handed mace. Can't use that either. I can use one-handed maces, I think. Yeah. But not two-handed. I do think the shield is probably giga carrying our build. Actually, I lied. This thing sucks. I forgot. I was thinking we still had the 55 armor one, and I was like, I swear if we didn't have the shield, we would have just died by now, but this one sucks, and it's about to get worse. Ancestral gloves. Down 4 more armor. Hello, mist. Let's get you out of here. She's going to give us a new shield to replace our absolutely bonkers 12 armor. I don't think mist fights, which is kind of a problem. Not being able to hit this mob, also kind of a problem. Jeez. There's healing wave. That mob respawned. Reapply our rend. Definitely want to be kiting as much as we can. Get our rend damage going in. I'm just gonna check one of my pots. I have a lot of them. And this mob heals, so might as well use it, right? Actually, this mob fucking sucks, so let's just dip. It's hamstrung anyway. Ow. Okie dokie. Let's just turn this escort in. I am no longer interested in fighting a mob with 19 healing waves. Okay, bring mist back here. Let's turn in this quest. I think the shield is what we want. Do I want 189 armor or 12 armor? That's a tough one, let me tell you. Real big thinker. Where is it? What's the damage reduction? 30%? We were at... This is 10% damage reduction. 8% just from putting on the shield. Kind of crazy, right? How much difference that makes. I feel like I'd be so much tankier if I could just play like a human being. But here we are, aping it out. There's a chest there. I want to be picking that up for sure. Hopefully it doesn't make us replace our shield immediately. Kind of want to burst this mob actually, because I don't want anyone else coming and snagging that. So it's a bit rage inefficient to use Heroic Strike, but it does give us more damage in a shorter window. Especially if we had rage like we just did. I do have to wait out this mob though. I don't have enough health to just hit it right away. And I think if you open the chest, it aggroes them right away. So I didn't want to do that. I could be wrong on that. It's been a while, but I thought they just insta-aggroed if you did. Here we really don't have the rage to Heroic Strike. So hamstring it is. Chilled is just such a bonkers ability. Come on. There we go. Now let's open this. Something good. Ooh, a sword. That's really nice. Peace Bloom, is that better than what we have? Just money-wise. Better than this Tough Turkey. Fine Scimitar. It is better than what we have by 0.4 because it's the same damage, but it's faster. That does make melee kiting worse, but an upgrade's an upgrade. Also looks pretty cool. Should generate us more rage. It's like part of the big thing with that. The rage gen should be massive. I don't believe I can use this. I need to go to the human area. It's unfortunate. I will pick it up though. Get rid of these gloves. Hopefully, like I said, at level 18, I'll cross the wetlands. I'll go pick up all of the weapon skills, and we'll be good from there. It will cost us quite a bit of gold, but... Hey, another weapon. Let's fucking go. Let's get rid of the shield. Pick up the mallet and equip it. We will have to level the weapon skill on it, but it's actually a pretty big DPS increase. Now I can't hit these mobs with it, and I also can't say, oh, I'll keep using the sword until I can go level my weapon now. Gotta go level it now, so let's go level our weapon skill. These mobs are going to be a little harder to hit than the other ones, but I think they're good enough. The mace is good enough that we can just sit here. Our attack speed of it is really quick also, which means we really don't want to be melee kiting. It's a little too difficult. There's 37, that's really good. I could probably do the sorceress at 80% life. That was kind of scary. These mobs coming in and out scare me a little bit, won't lie. That resist is huge. There's our last belt. Let's go. Yeah, this place was a little spooky, I won't lie. No lies here. But overall, I think we did okay. Especially with, you know, the way this challenge is. Level 10 should be good for us. We get to pick up Blood Rage and Rend. We should have enough for both of those. And then I'll pick up the Stave skill as soon as I can. Bows as well, I want to pick up quickly. And then guns. I'll pick up everything I can in Darnassus before we leave. It does mean our skinning might have to carry us a little bit. Ooh, 61 armor. That's so nice. Let's put that on. Throw this away.
I am honored.
Okay. And then let's go hand it in.
Speak quickly, young one. I have urgent matters to attend.
Okay, and that'll be for Drexler Quest, like 10 levels from now.
Peace be with you. May the stars guide you.
Well, back here, Gonna hand in my Crown of Earth. Should hit us level 10. So found this level 54 priest running around. I'm gonna take a peek at their armor, see what they're working with. They are not self-found, but still curious. Stamina Spirit. Int. Shadow damage. 8 stam. Int. The gear could be better, I won't lie to you. But it's not bad. This is pretty good. It's definitely not bad. It's not great. Like, this isn't gear I would be using, but you can definitely make it to 60 with this. This isn't bad. Always happy to see another Shadow Priest around.
No idea how to lead our people.
Let's grab this bow. And there's our 10. So, I'm going to start with putting points into improved rend. Let's pick up new rend, new blood rage is really good. You know, baseline in this build, I definitely want improved rend, I definitely want attack mass, I definitely want overpower, I definitely want anger management. From there, we're kind of free to do whatever we want. We can look, maybe even go into prot. Prot obviously doesn't help our damage. And I guess what we're really looking at is, okay, is Bloodthirst good? And while leveling, I don't think so. Because we don't know what kind of weapon we're going to have, we don't know what kind of stats we're going to have. It's looking pretty bad. So I don't think that Bloodthirst is good. And then we can look at, is Mortal Strike good? Yeah. Mortal Strike's really good. Weapon damage plus 85 is nice. Is that something that's going to be really good for us? It really depends on the weapon we're using. If we're using a really quick dagger, it's not going to be great. If we're using a really quick, or you know, we're using a mace, single-handed mace, be alright. If we're using a two-hander, obviously it's good. But is Bloodthirst, which I don't think so, or is Mortal Strike, which possibly, are these moves that are essential? And can we get away with not running them at all? And just taking just good stuff talents instead. Obviously, you know, if we were human beings, then we'd have a build that would make a little more sense. But because we're rummaging, we're gonna have a bit of an issue with that. I'm actually just gonna go straight and start killing these moss guys, because I actually don't want some random weapon to drop and really make these guys hard to kill, because they're already pretty difficult, pretty tanky, do a lot of damage, and I don't want to find some gray dagger or whatever. So let's just start pulling them. So, could we get away with just taking good stuff talents? And, you know, not going for our Bloodthirst, not going for Flurry, not going for any of that, just because we can't guarantee crits. Crits are going to be pretty rare. When we crit, the damage should be decent anyway. And if we're playing around crits, we might as well go Impale, right? So, can we go pick up Anger Management, pick up Improved Overpower, head over to Fury, pick up Cruelty, pick up Improved Demo, and then pick up Battle Shout, and then just stop, because I don't think Enrage is too good. Flurry's nice, it just takes a bit to get there. On top of that, nothing else really in the Fury tree is great for a while, and something of Arms, nothing is great for a while. So maybe we do that, right? So that puts us at level 37. We picked up the good stuff. And then, is there anything we want from Prot? Because obviously, we could go down Fury or Arms, but kind of mediocre choices. If I had a choice, I would go down Fury, just because Mortal Strike is good, and I don't think the side talents matter all that much. So let's say we say shield spec, right? 5% more block. We're probably going to be using a one-hander, I imagine, for a good chunk of the build. We can pick up the improved Blood Rage, which is pretty good. And we can pick up the 6% value from armor on items, which is also good. And part of the reason that's good is that our armor is going to suck. So anything that we can get will be helpful. Like any percentages we can ink out, even if it's 1 or 2% more mit, would be really, really good. And from there, we can pick up Last Stand. That's pretty strong. I am down to put points into Improved Revenge for the stun. That will make us tanky, and like I said, I do want to be using Revenge on cooldown most of the time. The damage does add up. Having it, stun half the time is really strong. That could be something we can go for. And then we put more points into Toughness, so we get 4 out of 5. From there, we have like Sunder Armor and Disarm. Disarm might be something we're looking at. Should be good here. I don't think we'll have an issue. I guess let's pod just in case. Could have gotten away with a bandage maybe, but why risk it? We could put it into Improved Disarm, we could put another point into Toughness, maybe get a point in Iron Will, we could pick up Conk. What else is here? Shield Wall if we need it, and that'll hit us 60 at the end of that. Is that good? Last Stand is really strong, right? The Improved Revenge sounds really strong. Conk sounds really strong, but it does DR Revenge, which is unfortunate. But is that good? And the answer is probably not. I think all of our options kind of suck. And I think we should try to squeeze out damage where we can, because our damage is a little unstable. So, we have a few choices. Because Mortal Strike scales with the weapon we have. Ooh, this Lightning Shield's actually gonna fuck. Should probably kite this mob away. I don't think we can kill it right now. I have to heal up. Maybe. They have Healing Wave too. That's disgusting. Okay, yeah, let's just reset. It's gross. But okay, so that's not good. Mortal Strike scales off our weapon, but Bloodthirst is a static number. Well, it's not static, it's a percentage of your AP, but it does not scale off your weapon. However, it has an issue where we don't have a lot of strength in our build, most likely. We're probably going to have random ass stats like Spirit and Int and whatever. Agility. So we should probably be looking at Mortal Strike, because at least our weapon, even if bad, will always be there and it'll always be doing something. And we have a chance. Oh, we got a staff. Oh, we got a two-handed axe. Oh, we got a two-handed sword. And it's gonna crank. It's gonna be really sick. God, this mob's hurt a lot. So that means that even though... So I want to avoid these elders if I can. Oh, I should have picked up that quest to kill the spider while I was here. Let me go grab that real quick. We probably don't go into prot, right? But I think we still want to grab these incredibly strong talents from Fury that do not scale off our weapons. And we want to grab these incredibly strong talents from Arms that do not scale off our weapon, right? Overpower does, but, 50% crit is 50% crit. I'm not going to complain. So what does that mean? It means we're probably doing 13 Arms, 15 Fury for our start. we're picking up Improved Rend, 2 in a Deflection, 5 in Attack, 1 in Anger Management, 2 in Overpower. From there, we swap over to Fury. We pick up 5 Cruelty for 5% crit. It's pretty strong as a talent, but not why we're here. We're here for the other 2 talents, to be honest. Obviously, 5% crit is very good, but I really like 40% AP reduction on Demo Roar, or Demo Shout. Really strong. And we get to pick up 5 out of 5 Battle Shout. Really strong. So once we put 15 points in there, now we can go back and we should have enough to pick up Mortal Strike. So let's find out if that's the case. Yes, so level 55, we will get Mortal Strike. It does seem pretty late, but I think picking up these really strong early game talents is really good. We also have an option that if we're feeling like, hey, our DPS is like unbearably bad, we can respec and just pick up early MS. But I think until 40, I do think that going into Arms and then into Fury and then just swapping if you need to swap later. So 13, 15, 0. You're going to be level 37. And then if you need to swap at 40, you can swap at 40. But I think this build gives you a lot of generic stats, right? 5% crit, the irrelevant of our gear. 40% more on Demo Shout, irrelevant of our gear. 5% on Battle Shout, irrelevant of our gear, right? That's the important part, is it does not look at your gear, does not look at your weapon. It just gives you raw stats that are really powerful. Same thing with Improved Rend. And I think that's kind of what you want to do, is minimize how bad getting just absolute garbage gear is going to hurt you. But yeah, I'll pick up the spider quest, and I think that's what we're thinking right now. Okay, well, we're back here. We picked up the quest to kill the spider. It's unfortunate I didn't grab it the first time, but, you know, it's like that sometimes. As you can see, we're not using a guide. Part of that is, 1, it's not as fun. 2, I don't want to follow a guide that will take me somewhere where if I go, hey... Oh, that is a huge loss. Oh, that is brutal. How bad is it? 26. Okay, only 2%. That is not too bad. It's better than swapping out the shield and losing 1,000,000 armor, but okay. But anyway, more fun about a guide. And 2, I don't want it to be like, hey, do this quest, you're in this area just to do this quest, and we can't do it because our weapon sucks, or armor isn't good at the time, or whatever, and I don't have any choices around me, and I have to spend 1,000,000 years traveling somewhere else to do said quest that we couldn't do. So, to fix that, I just won't have a guide. I'll just do it myself. It might have more running overall, because I forget to pick things up, or stuff happens, but... I don't know, it's more interesting that way. Only need 2 more tumors. On the bright side too, all these guys got to respawn while I ran back. So that's very helpful. Nice, okay. So we got that done. Let's kill the spider while we're here. But I definitely want a way to keep up my skill level. I don't think this mob's going to be an issue. No, she's kind of hitting me really hard. She's level 12. Let me face her here in case I need to kite. Start kiting here. Pot. Jesus. Alright. Kinda hurt. She's just 2 levels higher, so checks out. Okay, well, we're back in Darnassus. Let's do a little quick sell.
Farewell.
And I want to pick up the... Well, I can wait actually, because this quest gives us 6, and this quest gives us 10. So we should be able to pick up 2 of them. I want to pick up bows, and I want to pick up staves. And then some ammo. Because I do have a bow I can use, which actually does good dam. 5 to 11. In case we need to pull out range.
I am honored. May the stars guide you.
I forgot there was a follow-up actually. Let's drop this in here. What do we get for the follow-up? Ooh. Okay. Some garbage. Good. Well, I'll take an extra silver. Why not? I think this quest was supposed to be one of the last ones I did, and why that spider boss did an obscene amount of damage, but... So usually I do this and then I leave the zone. But that's alright. A little out of order. Still going strong. Okay, so, I picked up a little dagger. I'm not going to equip it yet. Well, no, we just got it from a quest. We have to equip it. I was going to say, I'm not going to equip it. I'll hold on to it and equip it later. But then that would encourage just holding an item for when you get a bad roll. And we're not going to do that. So, we got it from an item. We got it from a quest, rather. We equip. We do have to train daggers. So hopefully it doesn't get replaced before we actually get in there. But that is a possibility. Okay, so right now we have about 30 silver. I'm down to spend 20 of it on learning some stuff. So let's pick up bows. Let's pick up staves. We'll save the rest. So we can equip the bow. I do want to pick up some arrows. Actually, let's pick these up here. Now we're on to do the Relic of Awakening.